feel about like maybe adding some injections, like injectable FSH to the oral medication?
So what would that mean? Would that mean like shots and oral medication, or just shots?
Shots and oral medication. So you would take 2 of the Femara tablets instead of 3 for 5 days, and then at the end of those, you would do a few days of some FSH injections, which would either be Gonal-F or Follistim. There's a shortage of Follistim right now, so it'd probably be Gonal-F. But you would do a small dose of that for a few days and then come in for Sono.
Okay.
Hopefully you won't develop any follicles with that. It's always something that we're looking out for with that mid-cycle ultrasound.
Okay.
But, you know, given that you were on 7.5 of the Femara at this time, I think it's pretty safe to go ahead and pull back a little on that and add these FSH injections.
Okay. So this is like being more aggressive. Is it just that? I mean, because we said that there was an ovulation, right? So I don't...
Yeah.
Did we just miss it? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No, we did. Everything was timed perfectly. Everything was fine. It's just, it's not 100%, even though everything was ideal. Everything up to the pregnancy test looked great.
Okay.
So it's just, it's really hard when everything looks like it was exactly like we wanted it to be, but just that final outcome wasn't, So the good news is that your body did what we wanted it to do.
Right.
And it's still not 100%. So with the ovulation induction and intercourse, the highest pregnancy chances that we can give you are 15 to 20%, which is the general public,
Right.
normal, healthy female walking around outside has a 15 to 20% chance every time.
Right.
We're bringing you up to that because with infertility, you don't start out with 15 to 20%.
Right.
So that's what we can get you at, but it's still, each cycle is not 100%.
Okay.
So the injections will, be a little bit more aggressive, but we could do another cycle with the Femara, for sure, because you did have a very good response to it.
Right.
Just without the outcome we were hoping for.
Okay, so then how does the shots help it to be, I guess, more aggressive if it did work and do everything that we wanted it to do?
Okay, so the Femara works by blocking the estrogen negative feedback to the pituitary, so that your body will keep producing follicle-stimulating hormone to your ovaries.
Okay.
All of the FSH or follicle-stimulating hormone is coming from you.
Okay.
Nothing external. So that's the only way that Femara works.
Okay.
When we add the FSH and the Femara, it is doing both. So the Femara is helping to pump your estrogen, so your body will do the FSH on its own and keep going with that. And then the FSH injections are directly stimulating the ovaries.
Okay.
There is a potential to produce too many because it is extra hormones, but it also can allow for ovulation to occur a little bit earlier in the cycle. It may produce, we like to have 1 to 2 eggs that are mature.
Okay.
2 is good. It does increase the risk of twins, but
That's fine.
like a whole nother egg that we have the option or the ability to fertilize and implant.
Right.
It doesn't double your chances of pregnancy, but it does increase the chance.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be fine. I'm okay with doing that.
Okay. And there are just teeny tiny little needles of just the injection that you had for your trigger shot. So they're all in your belly with the real small needles, so they don't really hurt much, and you don't really have a lot of side effects with them.
Okay.
You had a knee with the Femara, but
okay. I know that she had to give me like little needles because they didn't give me the correct ones.
oh, did they give you the big one?
Yeah, they gave me huge ones, and then they also gave me like one that was sort of small, but it was still too big.
Okay. So the Gonalef actually comes in a pen. So there's very specific little pen needles that they will give you in the package that you twist on the end of the pen, and then you dial the pen to the dose that we prescribe, and then you inject the needle, and then you push down the kind of the plunger of the pen, and it actually just injects that exact amount, and then you just tap back on the pen and you store it for your next dose. So those needles are very different, but the HCG that you took, it requires the long needle to mix it, but a lot of, so years ago they would actually tell people to inject the HCG IM, which requires that long needle, and you do it in your hip, but studies have shown now that doing a sub-Q injection with a small needle is just as effective.
Okay. So then will we be doing so this time we're going to do the Femara, the injection with it, but then are we still going to do the HCG injection as well?
Yes, but not until we see that you've got mature follicles.
Right. Okay, that's
And do you want to do intercourse, or would you like to move to insemination?
What is the difference, I guess?
Intercourse is what you've been doing. So
right. That's dumb. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Right.
So if you have any time checks around the time that you do the trigger. For the insemination, you would take the trigger shot, but still have sex up to that point.
Okay.
And then once you do the trigger shot, we time with your husband giving a sperm sample.
Okay.
And it takes the lab about an hour to prepare that. They remove the semen and wash the sperm to remove the prostaglandins. And then they spin it down to the sperm, produce little pellets of sperm at the bottom. And it kind of removes the dead and small immature sperm.
Okay.
And then they concentrate it and mix it with a special energy type solution that gets the sperm moving a little faster. And then the procedure is actually kind of like getting a pap smear, but instead of swabbing the cervix, we insert a small catheter through the cervix. It's like a tunnel into the uterus, and we put the sperm in that special solution right up by the fallopian tube where the egg is going to be. So it is not a miracle procedure. It will not do great things, but it does increase your chances by about 2 to 5%.
Okay. So then this is it basically just kind of putting the semen in there closer to the egg, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we don't actually put them in the fallopian tube, so we just deposit it at the very top of the uterus where the openings are, and then the sperm just kind of goes both directions in the fallopian tube, and that's where the egg will get picked up, and then where fertilization happens. So we're bypassing the vagina, and I'm having to flip the cervix. So all of that stuff is getting, bypassed. They don't have to do all of that work. So just put a fairly concentrated amount of sperm as close to the egg as we can get them in our office.
Okay, let me ask my husband really quick. He's right here, so let me ask him.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Do you want to do the insemination, or do you want to just do regular this time? Do you need her to explain it again?
No, I understand. We'll just try and do that again.
If it doesn't work.
And the next time. No? Then that's your answer. I'm
Okay.
going to do
And
insemination.
this isn't
Okay.
something that you guys have to decide today.
Okay.
You can think about it through the cycle, and as long as we know at the time that you're triggering, that's the way to know for sure.
Okay. Okay. I think we might end up doing the insemination. I think that might be what we're leaning more towards.
Okay.
So yeah, I think, but once we find out when we need to do the trigger, I think we'll give you a definite answer, but I think that's what we're kind of leaning more towards.
Yeah, that's fine. And,
Okay.
you know, again, it's something if you're leaning towards it and you decide to change your mind that day, that's totally fine. Because nothing really changes up to that point.
Okay.
They'll want you to have intercourse, like, you know, every 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
Like the day before your appointment with us. So
Okay. Okay, so then,
I'm really sorry about your results today
thank you.
and for taking so long to call you back.
Oh, that's okay. I'm sorry. I was like so stressed all day, so I called like 10 million
I
times.
understand. I understand.
Sorry. So then what's the next step for, like, do I just stop the progesterone or?
Yep, I was just going to tell you.
Okay.
Be done with that.
Okay.
Good thing. And then you'll get your period in the next couple of days, probably.
Okay.
And then when you start, go ahead and give us a call, and we will get you scheduled for the baseline appointment. We just want to make sure that all those molecules that you started developing resolve from this cycle before we would start the injections, okay?
Okay, so we're just gonna basically start from the beginning again.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, and then I know that the last time that I got the Femara and I think the progesterone, I needed to get like a pre-auth on the medications.
Yes. So I was just going to check on that.
Okay, because I think last time they thought that it didn't, and when I called the pharmacy, they said it did, so they sent it back to you guys.
Oh, okay. They just switched our computer system over the weekend, and it's struggling to get it out. Okay, so HCG is good. Looks like we need to call about the gonorrhea. That shouldn't be a problem. Usually they're pretty good. We just have to call and say we want this, and as long as we give them the right answers, they'll approve it.
Okay. And I think it was that the HCG was one that they told me I didn't need it on, but I did. But I still have more of the progesterone. Should I just save it for?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we usually give people enough for 2 cycles,
Okay.
so you should be good on that.
Okay.
And obviously you'll need another trigger shot, and you're going to need more tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
But we'll go ahead and tackle that once we hear that your period started and doesn't for some reason in a few days, then we would want you to take the whole pregnancy test just to make sure.
To make sure. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I don't anticipate that it would.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Yes, we'll hear from you by Friday this week.
Okay. All right.
So I will give them a call on tomorrow and see if we can't get that added to your pre-auth.
Okay.
And it's, you know, that one, the Blue Cross Blue Shield plan is interesting, and that sometimes the meds require pre-auth and sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this one may be totally fine to just start, but it shouldn't be a problem. And it's not something that starts until about, day 7 or 6 cycle, so
Okay.
you've got some time here.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm so sorry
Thanks.
that it had this ending, but the good news is that your body did exactly what we wanted it to do at this point. So
Right. Okay.
things look very ideal. Your progesterone level looks fantastic. So,
Good. At least there's some encouragement there, right?
Yeah. Did all your pain go away?
Yeah, it did. It was gone by, I think that day that I talked to you after, yeah.
I didn't know if it ever came and went again or.
No, not right. I mean, it was I don't know, it was kind of weird. It just kept hurting a little bit, but it felt like little cramps, and then it would go away. But I don't know. It's kind of weird that it like lasted that long. So that kind of
that's kind of weird.
But other than that, yeah, I'm fine.
I don't think that had any effect on the cycle.
Okay.
It was just one of those random things that you won't get that next time.
Okay.
If it was a hemorrhagic, that's not something that will happen every cycle.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so we'll wait to hear from you when your period starts, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye. So, if you guys didn't catch on, which I'm sure you already have, we are not pregnant this time. It did not work. I'm obviously a little discouraged, but I'm also really encouraged because, like she said, my body did what it needed to do. We just missed it. But unfortunately, I have to start doing more shots, which I'm not looking forward to. I mean, I hate them as is, but at this point, I don't want to hold back and say, no, I'll just do the Femara again, and then the Femara doesn't work, and then we have to wait another month, and then we finally do the shots, and then just try the intercourse, and that doesn't work, and then like a month or two from now, we finally decide to do the insemination. I'd rather be more aggressive than not, and just kind of go for it. Unfortunately, we are not pregnant, but that's okay. Hopefully it'll work next month. Obviously it's really heartbreaking, but it's okay. God has a plan, and I trust in his plan, and I know that there's a reason, and even though I don't know what it is, but there's a reason that this month is just not our month. So as always, we'll keep you updated. I'll let you guys know what's going on, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.